For this example, we're going to find the right, left, and two-sided limits of a piecewise function. The local gas company uses the following function for computing their customers' monthly gas bills. C of x equal to 0.85x plus 5 if 0 is less than x is less than or equal to 300, or 3.35x minus 744.999 if x is greater than 300, where x stands for the number of therms, that's thermal units, used, and C of x is the cost in dollars. Step 1, we're asked to find the limit as x approaches 300 from the left of C of x. In previous examples, we had the graph of the function in order to determine the limit, but now we don't have the graph, even though we could graph it. But it turns out we can use the domain of the piecewise function. So if we're approaching 300 from the left, that means we're approaching 300 through values less than 300. So less than 300 would be the domain of 0 less than x less than or equal to 300. So we want to select the first equation since approaching from the left satisfies the domain. So that's going to equal the limit as x approaches 300 from the left of 0.85x plus 5. So we've selected the piece or the equation from our cost function that satisfies coming from the left. Next, we'll go ahead and directly substitute in x equal to 300. And so if we do that, I don't need the limit anymore, do I? Don't you do that. I'll dock you. So it's 0.85 times 300 plus 5. And since we don't get something strange like dividing by 0 or 0 over 0, we'll go ahead and do that computation. Multiplying 0.85 times 300, we get 255. And when we add 5, it's equal to 260. For step 2, we're asked to find the limit as x approaches 300 from the right of C of x. So if we're to the right of 300, that means we're bigger than 300 or greater than 300. And so we're going to look at the domain that said if x is greater than 300, we should use the second piece or the second equation. So therefore we have the limit as x approaches 300 from the right of C of x is equal to the limit as x approaches 300 from the right of 3.35x minus 744, and how many nines is that? And 4 nines. Again, we're going to directly substitute in, and we get 3.35. 335. No, 3.35. I think I'm getting a little stir crazy because the cat is wanting to come in and out. It's like, kitty, cut it out. But I love that pepper. So we get 3.35x, and this time x is 300, minus 744.9999. Applying 3.35 times 300, we get 1005, minus 744.999. Subtracting, we get 260.0001, which is approximately equal to 260. In step 3, we're asked to find the limit as x approaches 300 of C of x. So this is the two-sided limit. And since the limit as x approaches 300 from the left of C of x was equal to 260, and the limit as x approaches 300 from the right of C of x was pretty close to 260. Therefore, the limit as x approaches 300 from the two-sided limit, C of x is equal to 260. So I hope this video on finding the left, right, and two-sided limit of a piecewise function has been helpful.